Cheers, Carl.
Cheers. Cheers.
Ching ching.
There you go.
Forgot to said that was an awful thing.
Oh, he sounds like dicks.
Here we
And
are
we
now.
look like such dicks
know.
if you're watching this on YouTube as well. We're both having a little glass of Prosecco. Cheap €9 Prosecco.
But sure, look, we're on our hollybobs.
Mm-hmm.
What more could you want?
So we're pre-recording this because we're going on holidays tomorrow. So we wanted to make sure we didn't miss an episode. So this is us getting the episode done before we go on holidays. So hopefully by the time we come back, we're still with each other and can be back for next week's episode. Okay. Coming up on this week's episode of How Are You, Lovie? Oh, lads, I need to let you all in on, I sent an awkward message.
You did.
I sent an awkward message and I need to just bring you all up to speed with it, okay?
You've also learned a new mantra this week.
I have. I'm going to be telling you all why. I'm going to be living my life to the mantra FTB. And we're also about to go on holidays. So, Ash,
We are.
you have been in full planning mode.
The bags are packed.
There's
The passports are in your pocket.
and you've plenty to say about it.
Oh, I have. Before we even get to the airport, light the candles.
Let's get into it. This could be our last ever episode.
Welcome back to
How are you, Lovie?
I'm Aisling,
I'm Carl.
and we are here to just ramble on about everything we've been doing the last week.
It's a nice little weekly catch up, and we love having you guys here to listen in for all of the peaks and the pits of our week, of
And there's a lot of
parenthood,
pits.
of married life, of everything.
There's a lot of pits, Carl, isn't there? Oh, there's a
I
lot of
don't
pits.
think there's a lot of pits. Okay. Oh, Carl's the pits. Whoa.
Well, I'm glad you said it.
Okay. Well, who wants to start off first?
Well, I'll let you start off.
Okay. Well, let's get into it.
How are you, Lovie? How are you, Carl?
I'm actually a bit sore.
Oh, the poor Bob. What happened to you now?
I'm a bit sore. I was in with Dara, the physio, who we've mentioned on the podcast before.
Were you in with Dara?
I was in with Dara,
I was in with Dara too. You tell your story.
DC fitness physio. Well, I learned an important lesson about myself this week, which is sometimes I become like over familiar with people, and this is not something that like Dara would find weird, but it's the text I sent Dara on a phone that's not always manned by Dara because it's
Okay.
his business phone.
Go on.
So to bring you back, I went in and it was just, I have like a monthly recurring booking with him. Just, to keep myself nice and loose. And I have some mild back problems, so I like to go into Dara, okay?
All right.
So I went in and he always, before he starts off, any sort of treatment, he checks in, he gets you like, can you do this? Can you do that movement? Can you do this, that, and the
All
other?
right.
And then
Seeing how you can bend.
see how it can bend, how
Okay.
flexible I am. Yeah,
Or-
exactly.
Or lack of. Okay.
And I was telling him before actually we started the treatment, I was like, he ran the Dublin Marathon there a couple of weeks back. I
Yes.
was like, Dara, I'm raging I missed you in the Dublin Marathon. And he was like, really? Why? Because we were looking out for him.
We were standing there for him, and I think we probably just missed
He was
him.
too fast for us.
Yeah.
But I had made a sign for him
We had, yeah.
that said, Dara Clifford, any chance of a rub? I thought it was gas. And he thought it was gas as well. And he was raging that he missed it. So that's the context of my relationship with Dara. So I went in anyway, and he did all these tests, and he was like, I actually think you might have a bit of like a pinch in your chest. I think your chest is a bit tight. I don't know what causes it, but
I don't know how you can be tight.
my chest,
Well, go on.
my chest was a bit tight. So he was like, right, we're going to do this treatment, but I'm going to warn you, Carl, this is a bit of a rotten one. And I was like, all right, grand. So essentially, it was this treatment where he would take my pec, right? And he was like, he'd have to like dig his finger in. What's the name of in any sort of massage when you like kind of bury your finger?
Trigger point.
Trigger, yeah,
Yeah,
trigger and release
Yes.
kind of treatment. So he would like dig his fingers into my pec muscle and he'd move my arm back and forth in different kind of directions. And it was god awful. You know the way sometimes when you're getting a massage, it's painful, but it's pleasurably painful. It's
Yes.
one of those satisfying pains.
When I get one of them, it's like I laugh in that moment.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah.
This was a horrible one. It
Yeah.
was just like, Dara, get off me. So anyway, he did everything and that he needed to do with my pecs. And then he did another test afterwards. And it was mad. My range of movement was completely changed.
Fabulous, Carl.
But then I woke up the following morning and
You probably hadn't
sweet
drank enough water to clear it all out.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I was in absolute ribbons.
Yeah.
Like to the point, I actually, my tits were bruised. They actually were. They
Rub
were
a bit of arnica on it, you'd be fine.
They were
Carl.
bruised. So anyway,
Poor Baba.
again, this is where the me getting a bit too comfortable with people comes into it.
Go
Because
on.
bear in mind, we actually get on
You do.
properly well.
Yes.
As in, it's like a therapy session. The two of us just put the world to rights when we're there. But like at the same time, it's a professional environment. And this is his professional phone.
Oh, yes.
I text him the next day and I said, my baps are in bits after that treatment yesterday. And then after I sent that, I realised, Jesus Christ, it's not always Dara who mans this phone.
Oh, because he's a practice manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had to like double down. I said, also, I know Dara doesn't always read those messages. He can explain if someone else is reading this. And then he came back and he goes, I'll leave these for Sarah. He goes, you'll be back on the needles next session. So he sometimes does dry needling.
Dry needling, yeah.
And I said, keep those needles away from my tits. So we have a great relationship, myself and Dara. He's a brilliant physio as well. He's actually an absolutely class physio. So other than that, now I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling ready to go for our
Few
trip
bruises.
away. Few bruises. And the other thing that has me in particularly good form, I came home today to a lovely surprise.
I'm worried about where this is going.
No, it's actually this is me can be completely selfish here.
Oh, okay.
The lovely surprise was a package.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was a package that came in the post of a book. And the book is Eddie Jordan Full Throttle. So it's lessons from a life of motorsport, money and mischief. I wouldn't normally do this, but this is one of those things that I'm so excited to get.
You're probably getting a little bit emotional. Are you going to cry a bit?
Potentially. I actually might, because I want to tell you a story. So Eddie Jordan, for anyone who doesn't know, he was an Irish Formula One team owner. He had a team called Jordan F1. And when I was a kid growing up, I was obsessed with Jordan.
And if you follow Carl on Instagram, you're already aware of this story
Yeah.
for the 100th time.
Yes. But just to regale everyone on it
Oh,
anyway.
yes, okay.
So anyway, Eddie Jordan passed away this year from prostate cancer. I didn't realise, I put up a tribute at the time on my Instagram page, but underneath it, there was someone who commented on it, and her name was Zoe Jordan. And I kind of didn't think anything of
I was
it.
about to say, how very Mullan of you.
What? Put a tribute
Put
up?
a tribute up.
Okay, but I did put a tribute up as well because he actually meant an awful lot to me.
I know,
like, as a kid,
No, he did. I am taking
growing up.
the piss out of you now.
And
it is a very Mullan thing to do.
Oh yeah, he was. Like,
Yes.
we wear our heart on our sleeves.
Yes, you do, yes.
And I put up this tribute about Eddie Jordan and just like everything he meant to me as a kid growing up, and how he was always my dream person to interview, or you know the way you have that question about someone you'd love to have at your dinner table, you know, for a dream guest or whatever like that. And he was someone I never got to meet, and I'm really sad that I never got to meet him. But I put this up, and then there was this comment underneath from Zoe Jordan, and I didn't realise it and didn't make anything of it at the time. And then a couple of days later, I was going through the comments, and I was like, Zoe Jordan. And I clicked into it. It was his daughter.
Ah.
It's his daughter, Zoe, and she saw the post. So then I DM'd her and I was like, I didn't realise the association or whatever. And she's just a really lovely person. But
Sorry.
What?
You DM'd her?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I did, myself and Joey.
Yeah,
Myself and
go
Zoe,
on.
BFFs.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, the book just came out and they've launched a new foundation, the EJ Foundation as well. But she sent me this book. She got in touch and she was like, I want to send you a copy of the book. And it arrived today. And I'm so excited just to read it. I'm going to say it's for my holidays. But it reminded me as well of like a story which I actually haven't really told anyone. But it was after, it was the day Eddie Jordan died and it was announced on the news.
You're going to cry.
Well,
I can see it. His eyes are a little bit stretched. He's going to cry.
It was a story about how I rang my dad on the day that Eddie Jordan died.
He's
definitely
crying.
going to cry. I'm definitely going to cry. And when I was a kid in 2001, Dad brought me to the Belgian Grand Prix.
Cry. Come on.
He brought me
Sorry,
to
your dad brought you
he
to
brought
the
me
Belgian
to the Belgian Grand Prix, and it's the only Formula One race I've ever been to. And I was 11, and I remember it was a big deal at the time because I was part of the Jordan fan club, and Dad and Mam kind of moved mountains because they knew how much it meant to me to go to a race and to go and see my favourite team racing. and they like scrimped and saved and everything.
Yes.
And Dad and myself went to the Belgian Grand Prix in 2001. And it's just so funny because the day Eddie Jordan died, I was thinking about all of this and, you know, getting very reflective about things. But now as a dad myself, it really made me appreciate, like, Mum and Dad, they didn't have a lot of money.
Yes.
And it made me really appreciate, like, oh my God, they did that for me because they loved me so much.
Yeah.
So I rang Dad on the day that he died. And I just said, like, Dad, I'm actually so grateful for you. And I've never said that to you. And it was like, it was one of those things that I was, even though it was a really sad day.
Yes.
I was really grateful.
It brought you back to a happy memory, yes.
And it gave me the opportunity to say that to Dad. Because
Yes.
I was just like, do you know what? Like, they need to know that.
Yes.
I need to tell them that. And now as a dad, I want you to know that I see the sacrifices that you made for me.
Yes.
Him and Mum.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to say, Dad, Ma'am, thanks for sending me to the Belgian Grand Prix. But anyway, to Zoe Jordan, thank you so much for sending me this. I'm so excited to read this. And there's a saying that I realised that Eddie Jordan had, which was FTB. And I think it's something we can take into our life, all of us. FTB, do you know what it stands for?
You're going to tell me anyway.
Fuck the begrudgers.
All right, okay.
And that was his way of going
the
through
begrudgers.
life. Fuck the begrudgers. Because we all spend too much time thinking about what other people think. Fuck them. That's what he says. And that's a good mantra to live life by.
There you go.
Go for it. So that's my How Are You Lovey. I'm buzzing with my new book.
Do you know what? You've actually hit on something there, because when you think of like cards that you write for people, if you know, like birthday card or like Valentine's card or whatever it might be, or Christmas time. But on the card, I know you would. I would generally be like, yeah, happy Christmas, best wishes for the new year, all that jazz. I'd be like, Le Gras, and then say our names. But you and the Mullans would generally write a nice little spiel.
Yes.
And I would as well with my mum or my sister.
You would with me as well. You'd write
Yeah.
a lovely, like...
Well, I kind of feel like I have to with you because you give me a spiel,
Big-
so I have to like. But yes, you write it on the card, but we actually don't say it like in person to the person.
Yeah.
So you're right with what you're saying. Like, we probably need to say these things a bit more
Out loud to people.
Yes.
Because it's so funny. It's so easy to think it in your head, but then never actually like impart that information onto the person.
Yes.
And then it's so often that it's like if
And
someone's...
he'll remember that
gone.
moment of you ringing him and saying it on the phone, as opposed to you writing a card.
I think he was really taken aback by it as well. I think he was like, Jesus Christ, is he all right? 'Cause it was out of nowhere, and I was emotional anyway at the news.
Were you crying on the phone to your dad?
Actually, I burst out crying to Dad. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, did I not mention that bit?
No.
Oh, my God. Like, poor Dad. I'd say he was like, is everything all right? So I was like, hi,
They
Dad.
probably think there's something going on here.
How's it going?
Like, Jesus, what's wrong?
What's
wrong?
Carl's relationship with Ash okay? So, yeah, I rang him up and I was like, we obviously have been texting, like the family
Yes.
in the WhatsApp group, but
It was
straight away
hopping.
they were like, oh God, Carl,
Yes.
such sad news, whatever. And I rang him up, I was like, Dad, I'm just ringing you because I'm just having a think on the back of the news today with Eddie Jordan. And I was like, that trip that you brought me on when I was 11, I was like, I just want you to know how much it meant, but I burst out crying. Bawled my eyes out. And I was like, it meant so much to me, Dad. I was there snot crying, driving the car, past the Spa Well roundabout.
35-year-old man. Well, it's lovely all
Anyway,
the same.
Mum and Dad, I love yous. You're brilliant. Brilliant Mum and Dad.
There you go. You've a lot to live up to, Carl.
I absolutely do. Right, time for me to move on before I make more of a show of myself. Ash, how are you, Lovey?
Well, I am. I was in with Dara today.
Oh,
Did you-
yes.
Yes, I was in with Dara.
We're both getting great mileage out
Oh,
of Dara.
I know. He's getting great mileage out of us.
Where did he massage on you?
No, but actually I was in for Pilates with him today. And to say, so I had dinner right before I went down. And to say I got the first feeling that you've explained to me about not letting the farts out.
Thank you.
But I was
Finally.
so worried because what dinner did I have before we went down?
Bangers and mash.
Bangers.
Couldn't be worse.
Could not, and the gravy.
A big gravy.
Oh God, what was I thinking? And it was fine. It was still enjoyable, but still, yeah, it was just like, oh.
Because actually, all three of the kids as well
Yeah.
were farting like mad things then tonight.
Yeah.
With the bangers and mash, whatever
There
it
you
did to them. They were
Ayla was farting anyway, wasn't she? Like,
you
let's-
were there like, yeah, Ayla loves. She's like, Ayla did a fart.
a fort.
She loves it.
A fort.
Okay, but you managed to keep it in.
I did manage to keep it in.
And
Thank goodness.
Don't your abs thank you for it now? Absolutely chiseled because of it. I'm telling you now,
Well, that's not my abs. That would be my glutes. Like you're holding it in from your glutes.
Well, whatever it is, but I'm telling you now, with Pilates, that is the main reason why people get ripped.
Says the
Because
guy with his Moe glass in his hand.
my glass of cheap
Do you know
Prosecco
who
in a
we look
Moe
like?
glass.
Do you watch that program? No, you don't watch it. Does anybody watch that program on Netflix? Love is Blind.
It's one of those other shy programs that you love.
Well, it's off the charts. This Love is Blind. There's so many seasons in every single country of it now.
I know, to be fair, it's one of those things where it's like, I always call it's like your popcorn TV. It's brain popcorn, where you just don't need to think, you just watch.
So anyway, I feel like I'm in Love is Blind at the moment. So
There we go.
every encounter they have, so whether they're in the house together, whether they're out at the bar, whether they're trying on their wedding suits, they're all holding a gold glass, as in that's what they drink out of.
Well, there you go. We're as young and as wild and as free and as cool as those people.
Love is Blind.
Cheers.
So there you go. So yes, no, we're about to go on holidays, and I always get a little bit apprehensive about Carl before we go away.
Why?
Talk about your footwear, Carl.
What I'm bringing?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring 2 pairs. Well, no, I'll bring 2 pairs of footwear.
Yes.
One of them being my runners that I'm wearing right now. I think I'll
Yes.
bring them with me. And then I'll wear Crocs.
Your fabulous Crocs.
What's wrong with my Crocs?
They're just like...
Well, sorry. Would you prefer that I wore the Birkenstocks that you bought me? That I genuinely look like I'm an extra in the Passion of the Christ.
Well, that's what I'm bringing is my
Like-
Birks, because that's what I wear. But I just think with your Crocs now, right? Before you give me eyeballs,
Sorry. Crocs are one of like the most widely well-known brands on planet Earth. Why is there an issue with me wearing Crocs?
there's no issue with you wearing Crocs. The issue is you have had these Crocs for many moons now. You wear them cutting the grass. You wear them around the house. They've been fucked in the back of your car for about 6 months, and then you found them again. Like, they're mouldy.
They're kind of like at that point where, you know, when the rubber, you're starting to wonder, like, is this rubber about to crumble? Because
Yeah.
it's so old.
Yeah. And they're just like, the colour of them anyway is that type of dark, mouldy forest green.
No, they're grey.
Well, they've obviously changed colour.
They're
because they
green
look
probably
green.
from cutting the grass.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think you need a new pair of Crocs.
Oh, I'm all for that. We can buy me new Crocs,
Like a nice
no problem.
navy pair.
Let's buy me new Crocs. This is great. No, sorry, a to Carl from Carl holiday present. I'm
Yes.
more than happy. Terminal 1
Well,
tomorrow.
then off you go.
Let's go. I'm going to actually look that up now and see if there's somewhere to buy new Crocs.
Buy new Crocs.
I'd love a new pair of
'Cause
Crocs.
they're just mouldy, Carl.
Could I buy myself a pair of Crocs, but like that, you know the way you've got your normal Jesus Birkenstocks, and
Yes.
then you can also get Birkenstocks that are lined on the inside?
Yeah, we don't want that for a
Did
sun
you
holiday.
do that with Crocs?
You can get, sure, Davey has a pair of fleece lined Crocs.
I'll get myself fleece line.
You won't, not for a sun
I'll
holiday.
have both. They'll
No.
be fine. It's not that hot when we're away. It's 26
Carl, you're not wearing them
degrees.
when we're away. We're not having this debate right now.
Oh, for
Thank
God's
you.
sake. Okay.
And then talk to me about your SPF, Carl. What do you do with your SPF? Do you pack SPF, Carl?
No. Can I tell you what I do pack though?
What?
I have the most important thing.
Oh, sorry. Or what? Tell me what you leave out
So-
for me to pack.
I now have no. The holiday doesn't happen without Dad. I now have this very important thing on my person, or these very important things
Passports.
on my person. Yes, that's right, baby. No holiday without Dad carrying the passports. Thank you, Ash, who did literally every other conceivable thing for
Well,
this
actually,
holiday.
we can talk
But
about
here's
that
Dad.
sniper alley.
Here's Dad with the passports. I've got them locked and loaded and ready to go.
There you go. So no.
SPF, no. I'll rob whatever's there.
Okay.
Well,
And
be sure to use some cream for you.
We have a hit. No, of course I use SPF every day. We have a history with Carl and SPF. The first holiday that we went on.
See, I don't burn very easy.
That's what Carl said to me when we first went on our first sun holiday together.
I actually haven't mentioned this in the podcast before. I'm actually, and this is not a joke. I'm 1/16 Maltese. I think it was like my great granddad was Maltese.
Yes.
So I do have Mediterranean blood in there, and I presume that's why.
It's just
I-
your great granddad.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Anyway, somewhere along the line, there's someone from Malta in the family, and I presume it's that Maltese blood means that I'm very sallow skinned, and that's why I don't burn as easy. That's my guess. So I did get a bit overconfident with it.
So anyway, we were sitting down and I said, do you want to put on your sunscreen, Carl? And he said, no, I'm grand. I don't burn. I was like, All right, yeah.
Our first ever holiday away
I was
together.
like, good luck to you then. Put the sunscreen back in my bag, and there was awful wind shear there, Carl, wasn't there?
Well, it was like
It was windy, so you didn't realise how hot it was.
yeah.
It was lovely and warm. I was lathering on the SPF. Well, we went in, had our shower later on that evening, and Carl was like, the shower is kind of prickly, kind of spicy.
I was like, the water's real weird here. It's real stingy water. I genuinely was like, what's the crack? It was in Cape Verde.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the crack
And
with
to
the
say he came
spiky water here?
out to me as red as a lobster.
I'd like proper roasted the baps
You
off
had
myself.
absolutely roasted yourself. So for the next 5 days of the holidays, you sat with a towel around the top of you. Do you remember that?
I looked like
On the
I
lounges.
looked like you coming out of the shower.
Yeah.
You know the way like you wrap the towel around yourself.
Yes.
That's exactly how I
Yeah,
went
except it was
around
up
for the
around
rest
your
of the
shoulders.
holiday.
I have pictures of you with the towel around, like covering, like all you could see was the top of your head.
Sorry as well. Who knew sunburn real painful?
Yes, Carl.
I
That's
never.
why we have SPF.
I never knew. Can I ask a question? Can I put in a request with regards to the sun cream? Then
Go on.
can we please get a spray on one? See all this nonsense of putting it in your hands and just get a spray on one. It's so much easier.
All right, husband.
And same for the kids as well. Can we do that, please?
All right.
Okay. But thank you for organising everything for
Yeah.
our holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, Sniper Alley, hit me with it. Because I know in the lead up to the holiday, I was like, she is going to need to unload for this Sniper Alley. Because to be fair, can I put it on public record?
Go on.
Thank you for all of the stuff that you genuinely have done in the lead up to the holiday. Because truthfully, I have done fuck all.
Yeah, that's the normal case.
Yeah, but you know what?
But you have gotten better. You do ask me, what can I do to help?
I
After it's generally done.
actually don't do it on purpose. I do try to be helpful. It's just then it's just the night before the holiday. I'm like, God, jeez, I actually did nothing.
At what stage do you try to be?
In my head, I'm trying to be helpful.
I'm going to recap on something that I had to. So I had all of our bags packed, and we had one more bag to pack. And Carl had been asked 3 times since he came back from London, I need that bag. Can you unpack it? Yeah, that's fine. So on the 3rd time, nothing was done. It was getting to Wednesday and I needed the cases closed because we had a lot of stuff on the weekend and I needed to pack that bag. So I unpacked his suitcase from London. 35-year-old man. I'm unpacking his suitcase.
So it was sitting there 3 days.
I don't
waiting to
care.
be unpacked. Yeah,
Right, sitting there.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm actually trying
You
to
kind of
back
are.
you. I'm
You
not.
kind
I'm
of
not.
are. Sitting there, it was actually Thursday because I washed the stuff on the Friday. So sitting there Thursday, so 4 days. Okay. I unpacked it. I washed it. And then on principle, on Sunday, I said to him, there's a pair of boots still sitting in that bag up there. Can you please unpack them from that bag?
Maybe I did this by design. Do you know why?
Why?
You got the result out of this.
What's the result?
You unpacked my bag for me.
I know. Neurodivergence or lazy prick.
Yeah.
Tell me what it is. I don't know. No, but in all honesty, Sniper Alley, we know your trend and your history of in regards to getting things organised for going on holidays. It's not really.
It's lastminute.com.
It's lastminute.com. So I'm aware
You've
of that.
made me better.
So I am not.
No,
How have I made you better?
I was packed a few days ago.
You weren't packed. I packed for you.
You did in your arse. You said to me, go up and pack there. Okay. Now, to be fair, you had done a wash and all of the... Oh. No, I put the stuff in the suitcase.
Carl, you're talking about the 3 t-shirts you put extra into the suitcase tonight. I divided your clothes up and split them into cases in case one case gets lost.
Oh, right. I didn't realise that.
Yes.
I actually am pretty sure, yeah.
You left the
Sorry,
stuff
I left this-
you left it
yeah.
on the bed for me.
No, I left it there ready to pack away, thinking that we'd doing it as a joint exercise. And then...
Full well knowing
Aisling
Aisling was going to do it for you.
Again, who got the result out of this? Carl did.
No, so in regards to Sniper Alley, I don't need to snipe at you about it because we know that this is your trend. So I have accepted that, Carl.
Thank you. Look at this.
But I will snipe at you for not unpacking your
Look
suitcase.
at this. Look at this for maturity from the two of us.
So do you have anything for Sniper Alley for me?
I want
I'm sure you want to pick at me now for being so bloody organised or something.
No, it's not for being so organised. I kind of touched on this last week. I then never really got into it. And I did make a mental note. I was like, I need to bring this back up. My thing that I need to discuss with you is, and this is something I really struggle with, is how quickly things can escalate, okay? In terms of how I can end up in a situation where I'm like, oh God, I fucked up, right? So let me bring you back
Okay.
to
To Saturday.
Last week on the podcast, we were
All right.
talking about our friends coming over, okay?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the night before, let me bring you back to the Friday night before our friends were coming on the Saturday.
Yes.
And Ash and me are sitting down and we're watching the TV and it's lovely, really lovely evening. And then we were going to bed and Ash was like, I love you so much. And we're going to have a great weekend. And I'm so excited for our holiday. And she just was like a real lovey-dovey, having a great life. Okay.
Cue Saturday morning.
Cue Saturday morning. And she's like, you're a useless fucking prick.
Sorry, sorry, Carl. I've never said that to you. I have never said that to you.
She says it with her eyes.
Yeah.
Do you know how much shit there is to do? Get up there and clean. What have you cleaned? You're useless at cleaning. I'll just do the cleaning. Jesus Christ, you're absolutely
Sorry, because I speak like that to him. An actual fact, when you did come down to me on Saturday morning, I said, can you get up there and take the boots out of that orange suitcase that I've been asking to clean out?
Clean the bathroom, mop the floors, dust my flaps.
I wish you would dust my flaps.
Okay, obviously
My flaps are looking for anything in this.
None of those things were actually said.
Yes.
But you said them all with your eyes. And I was like, how have we gone from last night where I was like, God, she actually really does love me.
I always love you.
The following morning. And then the problem is she goes into this mode where she's an absolute antichrist. And then the next day.
No, I'm not. I'm just silent. I'm getting shit done mode.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of you when you're like that.
Well, that's what has to be done.
To be fair, I've spoken to this with my therapist before as well.
Oh, go on.
Where, well, I have this thing. It's called high rejection sensitivity.
Yes, the poor baba.
So I do probably like, I'm hyper aware of changes in the tone or in people's body language.
She said you have an antenna.
Yeah, I do. I have a bit of an antenna for it. So even though you might not be saying to me you're pissed off, in my head I'm playing out all of the things that you're thinking about me.
Do you not think you could use that hypersensitivity and sense that you slept it in?
Yeah. I also, I didn't mention that. I had slept it in by an hour, leaving you to do everything.
I know, it wasn't that bad. It was just the fact that we had planned the day out of what we were doing at what time. And by you not getting up when I needed you to get up,
Yes.
I had to switch around the plans for the day.
Yeah.
So that's how you ended up becoming a useless prick. Because I didn't need you at that point.
And see, you were thinking it, so I was right.
I do love you though.
Okay, let's get to it. What do we have? What correspondence has come in during the week to howyoulove@gmail.com?
Okay, so this has come in from Gabriel McIntyre. Now she's caught up on a few episodes, so she's catching up on them.
Which, to be fair, we actually get messages all the time because we know, like, not everyone is listening week to week.
Week by week.
Sometimes people do a bit of a binge and catch up.
Yes. So her tagline, what you call that bar? Subject line is call centre rosary request.
Oh, because a few weeks ago we were talking about, well, it was after I got clamped.
Yes, and we're talking about the call centres and that you're...
People were saying the abuse that they get on the line when you're the person who essentially gets people declamped.
Yes. So Gabrielle emailed in from America. And she said, I've spent the last couple of days catching up on the last few episodes, which I've said. She moved from County Clare to New York City and she got a job at a call centre. Despite full training on how to answer phone calls, the one thing they could not teach was how to cover up my Irish accent.
Yeah,
especially cover from
yeah,
Clare.
Yeah, okay. The way S and T is wished.
Wished, yeah.
Wished.
And in fairness, they didn't even try covering up. While it is not a strong accent, considering it is still noticeable. Anyway, fast forward to a few months on the job, Mexico devalued its currency and our call centre got inundated with calls because of a lot of a client's investment included Mexican stocks.
Some form of an investment firm.
Yes. The calls were rough as investments were tanking. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I answered the phone one day to a very soft-spoken woman who was calling on behalf of her mother's investment account. She immediately asked if I was Irish, and I said yes. Where's this going? And she told me that she was a nun, okay, and we had a little back and forth about growing up in Ireland.
This isn't my Auntie D.
No. Does she have investments in Mexico, girl? When I confirmed to her that the investment was losing money at the moment, she freaked out a say and then told me that we should say a decade of the rosary together.
Dead right. When there's nothing else to it,
divine intervention. Keep in mind, phone calls were backed up so bad that we were calling on managers and anyone who could to help out and reduce wait times. Oh, holy shit. I told her that I had to take the next call, but she just started praying and hissed at me to join in. I had no choice, plus I didn't want to annoy a nun. I hear you.
And the thing is, you as an Irish person can't explain that to whatever country you're in. You can't explain that to me like, no. You have to, like, if the nun says to do this, you go with it.
So I just started praying.
Dead right. Good
of
decision.
course, my manager happened to walk by and heard me, then tuned into the call to see what was happening. I'll never forget the look on his face when he stood up and looked at me over the top of our desks. Needless to say, it was a first for both of us. Another time, someone asked me if I was Irish and told me I sounded like Maureen O'Hara, and then creepily asked me if I looked like her too. So I hung up. Love the podcast, Gail.
Go on, Gail.
God, can you imagine that? Like,
oh my God. So, sister, I'm really sorry to inform you, but your investment has lost 80% of its value over the last. No, sister, I really need to go. The entire currency has tanked.
Just join the prayer. It reminds me of that. What's that cartoon that I love watching at Christmas time with the kids? Angela's Ashes.
No, Angela's Ashes. We're not showing the kids Angela's Ashes. Angela's blanket or something.
Angela's Christmas. That's my blanket. Angela's. Yeah, I have a blanket and we call it Angela's blanket. No, Angela's Christmas wish or Angela's wish.
Angela's. Hang on, I'm getting the name of it now. Angela's Christmas.
Angela's Christmas. And it starts off where she's walking into the church. It's a little cartoon set in Limerick. And she's walking into the church and you just hear the older people going. Yeah. And then you hear someone going.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
That is actually so true. It's exactly how that thing starts out. But regardless, can we all be in agreement that I think you made the right decision in just going for it with the Decade of the Rosary?
I think so too.
Regardless of whether you got in trouble or not with your boss. Right, okay, what else? What else do we have?
What else do we have? We have another one coming in from Spotify.
Go on.
From Paula Fagan. So Paula messaged in and said, am I the only person who skips the coming up bit? All pods are doing it now and I hate it. Yeah.
Oh, and we only introduced this a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm here to listen. I'm interested in the stories unfolding.
Oh, Jesus.
Go on, Paula. I don't want any spoilers at the beginning. Imagine at the beginning of The Traitors telling us, coming up on tonight's show.
You're
dead
point.
right.
It's actually a
dead
fair
right.
point.
I love how you're comparing us to The Traitors now. Go on. Our algorithm's pushing this. I'm not a fan, but I am a fan of the pod, so apologies for the rant. Paula, I hear you because I always get really choked up doing the
coming up.
The coming up bit.
See, it's funny. I wonder is it a real radio thing that's crept into podcasts? Because it's a real thing in radio where you give like
coming up on today's show
forward sells on stuff. So it's like the idea being with a forward sell. So say, for example, you might hear on the radio and someone's like, oh, on the way we've got music from X, Y, or Z, or on the way we're going to be discussing X, Y, or Z. And the idea is that the person listening will be like, oh, well, I'll stay tuned in because I want to hear that. So,
so Carl put it in there.
So
Carl wants it in.
We've put it into to the opening of the podcast. I get what you're saying, though, Paula. There should never be spoilers. There should never be spoilers. So thank you for the feedback. And actually, on the subject of that, because we've been doing this now, we're close to 20 weeks doing this now.
Yes, we are.
This would be a great point to invite feedback from all of you listening, our loyal, lovely listeners now.
Yes. Because we actually haven't called them that in a while.
We haven't.
Because we actually, when we say correspondence, we just say, give me the correspondence. But it's the correspondence from the Lovie listeners.
The Lovie listeners. And to be fair, it's actually incredible when we look at like, you know, the listens every week and people listening from far and wide and the comments we get and the DMs we get. It's class. And it's such a lovely thing to get to do. Like it's the two of us having a little catch up every week.
You going to cry, Carl?
No, I'm not going to cry. But the fact
you're
that
gone very Mullan-esque, so come on.
So many of you listening in. It's deadly. So we love doing this and we love the fact that you guys are listening. So like, this is a collective experience.
It's a community.
So if there's any feedback on like things that you'd, maybe like tweaked, or items that you'd like to see that we haven't done, or things that we don't discuss that you'd like to see discussed, or just ideas, we'd love to hear them from you.
Yes.
So all you need to do is give us an email, howyoulovey@gmail.com, or if you're listening on Spotify as well, you can pop a little comment below the episode.
Thanks, Paula, for that.
We'd love to hear from all of you. Thank you, Paula. Good on you. All right, well, look, Ash, we have a holiday to go on. So,
Ching, ching.
So, for all of you listening now, pray for us that we're here again next week. All right, lads, whatever you're up to, have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Good luck.